Okay, everybody, we're back. I think this might be the final video. Let's do this. I think it's time. Come on, Chris. Time to finish this. I actually like the song that plays in that part. It's kind of cool.
Something doesn't feel right. I can't explain it.
Yeah, I hear ya. Don't let your guard down for a second.
Your plans are finished, Wesker.
There's no way out this time.
Don't you two ever tire of failing in your mission? You've really become quite an inconvenience for me.
Oh, God.
Why are you doing this? What do you accomplish by unleashing Ouroboros?
Every day, humans come one step closer to self-destruction. I'm not destroying the world, I'm saving it.
This guy's lost
This may be our only chance.
it. Do it.
Things are really getting interesting now, eh, Chris? Do you actually think you can defeat me?
Either way, I'm not gonna stop until I'm dead.
Well then, I'll just have to kill you quickly.
Yeah, no, he won't. I think he likes toying with Chris more than actually the thought of killing him. Honest to God.
I'll see you dead.
Okay. I have to, like... Okay, I think what I need to do is I need to first turn off the lights, because apparently Wesker... has bad vision in the dark.
The dark just might give us the...
There's no point in hiding.
God, I love DC Douglas. He really did a good job with Wesker. I think he was like, man, I have some pretty big shoes to fill. I think that was like something he
Has
said.
it never occurred to you that this planet is overpopulated? Only a handful of humans truly matter. Everyone else is just so much chaff. So now, I have to separate this chaff from the wheat.
Yeah, dude, keep
And
talking.
with Ouroboros, I can finally accomplish this.
Where's the light source? Here. There's a rocket there. It's broken. Shoot! Okay, so I can't turn off that light, I don't think. Let's see if I can send Chris on the attack. Pretty much supposed to use the same sort of like tactics. Shoot him in the back. Okay, I think he saw Chris, so I'm gonna use full advantage. Take advantage of that. Ah, Chris, thank you. Yeah, basically, if you try to shoot him when he's walking towards you,
That's all you have.
he's just gonna dodge it. Alright, hopefully Chris doesn't start running.
Shooting wildly isn't getting us anywhere. Stick to the shadows.
Yeah, Chris, that's what you're doing, idiot. Basic idea is you're supposed to... Whoa! Supposed to knock him down. Hey. Go! Oh, that's pretty sweet. Hey.
Ignorant cretin.
Ah, I screwed up. When you screw up the QT, basically, he gets a hit on you. Good shit, man. Look at this. Look at this. Is this supposed to happen? Looks like he's doing the backstroke. I think this is a glitch. It's not this. This is not supposed to happen. That was actually really funny. Inject him. Yeah, see, he's supposed to like come dodging at, like flying at you. Okay, it's a bad idea. Okay, come on, face him. Ooh. Oh, he could totally see me. I'm in the light. This is bad. Let's see if I can. Yeah, kick his ass, Chris. Come on. Yeah, see, when he's facing you. How do I inject him? Just like... I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to get behind him. See if I can do that. There we go. There we go.
Do it now! Give him a shot!
Do it now! I think that's it.
Did it work?
I think so.
The hell?
This isn't over, Chris.
They could have like shot him like 5 times over when he was like doubled over in
Get
pain.
away, hurry!
How did he start the plane so fast? Well, he does have superhuman speed, so I guess he did it.
Sheva! Come on! Come on, grab on!
Oh, that's nice. He left the hatch open for us. That was really considerate of him.
It seems I may have underestimated you, Chris.
Save it, Wesker. There's no one left to help you now.
I don't need anyone else. I have Ouroboros. In less than 5 minutes, we'll reach the optimal altitude for missile deployment. Ouroboros will be released into the atmosphere, ensuring complete global saturation.
Best line in the game.
Your feeble attempts only delay the inevitable. The entire world will be infected
Shoot him.
Genesis is at hand, and I will be the creator.
See what I mean? Could have killed Chris right there, but no, he doesn't want to kill him.
I've had enough of your bullshit! You're just another one of Umbrella's leftovers.
Estimated
You know
time
what we
until
have to
missile
do.
deployment. 3 minutes.
All right, I'll go for the override
Estimated
lever.
time until missile deployment.
Cover me.
3 minutes.
You'll pay for that.
Hang on!
Unauthorized decompression detected. Unable to maintain technical. Unauthorized decompression detected. Unable to maintain present course. Emergency landing protocol activated. Stabilizing malfunction.
I'm taking the two of
Emergency
you
landing
with me.
protocol activated.
I should have intentionally missed those last two QTs because each of them are pretty cool. The one where Sheva has to fire, if you miss, Wesker just like snaps Chris's neck. It's actually kind of awesome. Like, it's so brutal, but it's awesome. And then the last QT, it's not as great, but like Sheva just dies, of course, because she lets go and Chris doesn't catch her. When I first played that part, I didn't know you're supposed to do that. I thought Sheva was supposed to die, and I said, whoops. Lesson learned. Okay, so we have some boxes here. That's awfully convenient. Check this out. We're in a freaking volcano, dude. Like, okay. So, what do we do now? We'll go this way. Hang on. You know what? Before we do anything, let me just kind of check our... Looks like we're clutching ourselves like we're seriously injured, but it's just... I think that's just scripted. So let's keep going. Oh my.
I should have killed you years ago. Chris.
Your mistake. It's over, Wesker.
Over. I'm just getting started.
Ugh. This part pissed me off because I'm like, oh, come on. Why did he do this to himself?
Time to die, Chris.
As opposed to the other 50 times he could have killed me. Oh my god. He was hot. Not so much anymore. Yeah, like I said, this part really pissed me off when that happened. Alright.
Why can't you understand, Chris? Do you really believe the world is worth saving?
Okay, so we're separated for now. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Natural selection leaves the survivors stronger and better.
Okay.
Humans have escaped this winnowing.
So he's
from
actually
Mars.
following Chris right now, and I have to shoot him, otherwise he will he will kill Chris, I think. I'm trying to sort of... I have to try to get his attention. I think Chris will, oh, God. Yeah, Chris is out of space, so... Thank you. Okay, I think he's gonna... I think I got his attention, and... Yeah, he's gonna... I got his attention. Because if you don't... If Sheva doesn't attack... Yeah, he came to me now. Sheva doesn't attack him, he'll fling Chris off, especially not... With this kind of thing?
Shoot him!
This is like the most annoying freaking button mashing session ever. It would have been cool if they would have like changed the buttons and stuff, but nope. You have to mash the stupid square button. Oh, God. Annoying. It's really grating. Okay. Okay. Chris. Oh, he's like throwing things at Chris. Okay. Let's see if I can. I need Chris to move that boulder. Shooting my man. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Is Chris moving the boulder? Oh yeah, he is. He's good. Yes. He's punching boulders, man. Boulder punch. Are those like pieces of the plane that are sticking out of Wesker? What on earth? Just waiting for Chris to move the boulder. There we go. I mean, shouldn't we be dead anyway? Because it's like really hot in a volcano and stuff.
The human race requires judgment.
Oh God, he's like right there.
You're going to judge us? You get all your ideas from comic book villains?
That's a very good question, actually. All right, so we're gonna hop up here a second. This is where we're gonna fight him. There he is. Good. Got a checkpoint. It's at this point in the game where I said, "Oh no, I know what's gonna happen." You know what I mean? You can sense the finality of this battle. I think it's pretty apparent, right? And also, this is where I actually found it was best to play with the AI, because watch what he does. He automatically.
I can't without hitting you.
Then shoot through me!
So you do this. You get this QT that you can do. And that's it. I didn't know you could do that.
locked and loaded.
Suck on this, Wesker.
Your time's up, you son of a bitch. That was for our fallen brothers.
It's over.
Yes. Finally.
More and more, I find myself wondering if it's all worth fighting for. For a future without fear? Yeah, it's worth it.
I'm sorry, I just have to laugh, that half smile. That totally implies that they're gonna have, like, a wicked foursome. You know what I mean? Did you see the looks that they were giving each other? Like, there's so much sexual tension in that chopper, like, it's ridiculous. But I'm pissed because Wesker's dead. Alright? That's what I'm talking about. That's why I hate this game. No. I mean, that doesn't help. But, I mean, my thoughts on this game are, it's fun. It's nowhere near as challenging as Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4, you still get that sort of like, you know, 1 against a million feeling, but in this game, you know, you have somebody right next to you who has the same weapons, has the same capabilities as you. There's no escort mission in it at all. So, there's that. But I like that this game makes a lot of references to the past Resident Evil titles, you know, especially in the files. So you have to really like sort of like look out for them. And one other thing, going back to Sheva, and I didn't want to mention this before because I didn't want to spoil the game, but now that the game's done, should Sheva have been the one to take the rocket launcher and kill Wesker? I don't think so. I mean, like I said, I don't dislike Sheva as a character, but again, she's just too new to the series. She didn't even know Wesker until, you know, a few hours before she winds up killing him. Meanwhile, Jill was tortured and God knows what the hell Wesker did to her, you know, for all that time that she was presumed dead. I mean, I could name a handful of people who had a bigger vendetta against Wesker and who was more deserving of shooting him. You know, Barry Burton, for example, if you play Resident Evil 1, you know. Like I said, Jill Valentine. Rebecca Chambers. I mean, Rebecca was shot by Wesker in Resident Evil 1. Who else? Even Claire Redfield. You know what I mean? And so it should have been Jill, or maybe they could have had a really cool cameo by Barry. That would have been way out there. But the reason why they actually introduced Chris Redfield's Ruben Langdon, I could have sworn it was... Wait, what? I'm just looking at the credits and that doesn't make any sense. I thought Chris Redfield was voiced by Roger Craig Smith and Wesker was voiced by DC Douglas, unless those were the motion capture. But I thought that maybe those were the motion capture actors. I don't know. That I'm not sure about. But anyway, Sheva was introduced into this game because of the controversy. You know, of the controversy surrounding, you know, Chris Redfield being in Africa. So they introduced a character there who, you know, is from there, that sort of thing, so it was a little less controversial. But I think it was just kind of like silly. You know, people are so sensitive. When you really think about it, it's, like I said, it's not Chris Redfield shooting people in Africa. It's Chris Redfield surviving against a bunch of mutated people. You know what I mean? Like, people just get really oversensitive about that, in my opinion. But I mean, this game, in terms of sort of ranking the Resident Evil games, this game is sort of closer to the bottom, in my opinion. It's a fun game. There's nothing wrong with the game per se, but you have to grade it as a Resident Evil game. You know what I mean? And there's literally like one puzzle in the entire game. The fear is gone. I mean, there are some tense moments. They try to create some tense moments there, but it's... Oh, see, there you go. You're right. I was right there. So it was, I guess those were the motion capture actors or something like that. But these are the voice actors here. Makes sense. Joe Mersa? Are you kidding me? He was a Majini. And that's the name of the villagers. I could not remember for the life of me the name of the enemies. Oh my god. Joe Mersa. If it's the same Joe Mersa that I'm thinking of, that was actually one of the vocal talents in the Silent Hill series. He's not as well known as Mary Elizabeth McGlynn. I think that's her name. I think she goes by two names. Because he made like only 2 songs. He made one song that was the end credits song for Silent Hill 4, and the other song that was actually the end credits for Silent Hill 3. He did Cradle of Forest and the other song, which was the Silent Hill 3 song, but I can't remember the name of it. But his voice is kind of interesting. You either like his songs or you don't. Like you said, he only did 2 songs for the Silent Hill series, and that's all I know. And you either like his voice or you don't. He grew on me. I kind of like it a lot. But that was interesting. I didn't even realize. So I like looking at credits in games because, you know, the world of voice acting, I mean, it's much bigger now, but it's just like, it's kind of cool because it's like you see the same voice actors in some different games, and it's kind of interesting to see how versatile they might be. Some people aren't. Some people just have a very distinct voice, but some people aren't. So, I mean, anyway, like I said, my perception of this game is I like it. It's a fun game to play. It is fun. You know, at least it's not a boring game, but it's not a strong Resident Evil title. And I will say this, because it does have a lot of connections to the previous Resident Evil titles, you have a lot of references, that sort of thing. It makes it that much better than Resident Evil 6. Resident Evil 6, they may as well have not even called it a Resident Evil game. I think they would have almost been better having it be like maybe a spin-off series or just a brand new series, something like that, because there's very little reference to it. There's very little connection left between Resident Evil now and kind of the origins of the series. And I know change is good. You know, you can't do the same thing over and over and over again, because then you get something like Code Veronica, which is the same game as like Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3, Resident Evil 1, and it gets tired. But to me, I think there's still so much more in the story of Resident Evil that needs to be explored, that to start something completely different, this whole Neo Umbrella thing in Resident Evil 6, I just really didn't like it as much. But anyway, that was Resident Evil 5. Of course, a Capcom game. And I like it, like I said. I hate that they killed Wesker in the end. That really disappointed me. My jaw dropped as soon as I saw that. But I knew it was coming. And, oh, I got an S rank there. Hey. I died one time. Oh, yeah, the Reaper got me. I forgot that this was all one chapter. I keep thinking that the final Wesker battle is a separate chapter on its own. That's not it. But that's it. That's the final chapter. That is the end. And it kind of marked a sad moment for me, like I said. To me, it was the end of an era. This is not a classic Resident Evil title, but it's still the end of an era because the iconic villain in the series is now gone. So let's see what we're gonna do. I mean, this game also has, you know, multiplayer, that sort of thing. You have a versus mode. That's kind of fun. I played it a couple times, and you also have the mercenary mode, which is you chain together a lot of kills, which, you know, was also in Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil, some of the other titles too. But, you know, I like it for, like I said, I like it for its references, and I like it for its gameplay. It's kind of cool, but it's not a strong Resident Evil title. I don't think I'm gonna do a Resident Evil 6 Let's Play. I'm just not compelled enough to do it. Like I said, I really dislike the game a lot, and it's really sad. I hope that the series eventually sort of returns to its origins, because that's what makes it unique, you know? But anyway, I'm just about out of time, I think, here. I want to thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys kind of playing along with me on this journey in Africa with Resident Evil. And I hope to see you guys on my next Let's Play.